Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching today. So we've been talking about visibility a lot this month, and I hope that you got some very valuable insights and benefits from my posts, my blogs, and my clearing so far. And today I want to talk about some missing pieces around the fear of visibility. And at the end, we'll do some group clearings around this theme. So that's the outline for today's Facebook Live. So I want to start off by saying, and you probably know this about me, I talk about this a lot, but energy healing has changed everything for me. Everything when it comes to transforming my fear of making myself seen, making myself heard. And if I go back even, let's say 2 years ago, I could never have dreamed that I'd be where I am now. I set up my second business a few years ago. I went international in English, which, as you can probably hear, is not my native language. I'm doing energy healing work with my clients, and I'm overcoming my fear of showing up this way on videos, on Facebook Lives, and even being interviewed on camera. And I'm also hosting rooms on Clubhouse, the newest social media platform. So the energy healing work has really shifted things for me. So that's why I'm so passionate about it. However, and that's what I want to talk about today, I also want to sort of give a little warning that there can also be a bit of a trap with this. And that is solely relying on clearings to make things happen, in your business, your career, or really in any area of your life. And this is about thinking that if you clear enough of your imprints, your wounding, things will just miraculously happen. And so just, kind of sit around and wait for things to happen. And it's actually a bit of a spiritual trap, I think. I hear this a lot because this is believed by many people in the spiritual community. If I have the right vibes, the right energy, then things will happen. They will come to me. And miracles definitely can happen, and they do happen, and they will happen, when you heal yourself from the inside out. Because when we change internally, things will also shift in our external world eventually. We first have to do the inside work, and then when our energy changes, different things can manifest in our outside world. I've had many things happen over the last couple of years that really amazed me. Meeting the right people, being told about an opportunity, or even a book that was recommended to me to read, unexpected money coming my way, and lots of many other great things happened because of that. However, looking back, there was also a time when I was waiting for it to happen, and I was not always stepping up or showing up. And you probably know the book and the movie The Secret, right? The book and the movie that came out, I think it was in 2006, I believe, about the law of attraction. And this was a very inspirational book to me, and I think for many of us. And the idea was that things will happen when we, create a vision board, visualize things, and voila, as they say in French, it magically appears. And I know that's a bit of a simple and blunt way to put it, but, for the sake of making my point here. And again, it's still a great book, right? But in my opinion, there's also a couple of things missing, a couple of things The Secret forgot to tell us about. And there's actually two. And the first one is, what the law of attraction is really about. And, the law of attraction states that like energy attracts like energy. You've heard me say that a lot of times, I think. And we all sort of know what that's about, right? What we energetically send out, we receive back. It's one of the universal laws, like, the law of gravity, energy attracts like energy. But what this law is really about is that we are drawn, towards people, things, and experiences even, that we are in vibrational harmony with, and not what we rationally set our intention on. So it's something that goes beyond the rational. So it's not what we think, it's not what our ego wants, but it's the beliefs and the programming that is ingrained deep down inside of us, in our subconscious. It's that those patterns, those beliefs that determine what we send out, and therefore what we attract, right? Because we're like the radio, transmitting and receiving like magnets. So that's how I got to work on myself, starting to heal myself with energy healing work. And when I first discovered this, that's all I did, absorbing anything I could get my hands on. And I was thinking that when my blocks were cleared, things would really start to shift and happen. And while they sometimes did, as I mentioned, I had more clients coming towards me, more income, but also a lot more inner peace, which was, a huge thing for me, and more trust in life. And so those things did happen. But there was also something missing here, and that brings me to my second point. And the second thing that is missing in some interpretations of the law of attraction, and something we can easily forget, when we're talking about overcoming our fears, is, this is a very essential key, is that they forgot to tell us that we also need to take action. The universe loves it when we take action. Because in a way, it shows that we're taking our dreams and our goals very seriously. And even more important, that we take ourselves seriously, right? So by taking action, we let the universe know that we believe we deserve this success, this love or this money or whatever it is that you want to make happen in your life. And then the universe will reciprocate, because again, energy attracts like energy. So for example, I knew that this program that I had in mind wouldn't just appear, and neither would people be knocking on my door to join, just out of nowhere. And for example, as we're talking about visibility here, I knew that if I wanted to be visible, that, that video wouldn't just shoot itself or, miraculously appear in my Facebook group, right? I had to take some action. So that really opened up my eyes even more. So it's for me, it's the combination, right? So besides healing and clearing my visibility imprints, I also had to take some sort of action. I knew that's what I had to do. So, take repeatedly small acts of courage, as I talked about before. And sometimes it's a big leap of faith. It's not so small. So that's what I did. And, besides all the healing tools I learned and invested in, I also signed up for a year-long business training in the US. This was back in 2019. I flew across the Atlantic 3 times. I'm in Europe, in the Netherlands. And I spent around 15,000 euros that year alone. And this was the 3rd business training I invested in the past 8 years. So it didn't just happen, right? I had to take that leap of faith because I knew I couldn't do it alone. That was also a big part of it. I needed some support to overcome my fears and my self-sabotage. And also to, to step into my power and take aligned action. And with each training that I took, I grew my confidence. I added more tools to my toolbox, and it was absolutely necessary for me to take those steps towards realizing my dreams. So I realized that my story today may sound a bit contradictory, but actually it's not, because I passionately believe in the work that I do. I really love it, and I've experienced what it did for me, and I also see my clients growing and stepping up, moving forward in their lives, their businesses, and their careers. I deeply believe in the fact that healing our blocks, our imprints, our emotional wounding is the major key to fulfilling our deepest soul's purpose. And to do that, also with joy, some kind of joy and a sense of fulfillment. And also, very importantly, is earning a good living at the same time, because, we often forget, and that's also something that, a lot of women struggle with. But we also need to take action. So we not only need to overcome our blocks in our inner world, we also need to overcome our blocks in the outer world. And do this step by step, practicing, doing it, showing up, and, to show the universe that you're on top of it, that you're serious about your mission, and that you are ready to fulfill your purpose here in this lifetime. And it doesn't always mean that it will be easy. If you've probably read stories, but most successful and impactful people out there worked very hard to be where they are now. But will we feel fulfilled, joyful, and be handsomely rewarded for accepting our own unique responsibility? I think yes. I really believe we are, and we will. So let me know if you have any insights, if you have any questions, or if you have anything that you resonate with, anything to add to my story before we go to some clearings together around all of this. Okay, so before we go into the clearings, and keep sending in your comments. I will read them later on, if not during the recording. But first, let's check and see how confident you feel right now about making yourself visible, taking action, stepping up, putting yourself out there. So take a moment to bring your attention inward and to tune into your body. So see how confident you feel right now, how comfortable you feel right now about making yourself visible and taking action. So tune in and give it a number on a scale of 0 to 10. Just the first number that pops up is always the right one, where 0 is not confident at all and a 10 is 100% confident and comfortable about it. So get your number. Okay, so let's go into the clearings. So you can start by making yourself comfortable, placing your feet on the floor, and maybe close your eyes if it's safe for you to do so. Don't do that while you're driving, of course. And let's take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, letting go of any tension, any stress or worry, any mind chatter. And another deep breath in. And feel your body relaxing on the exhale. Wonderful. So we're using self-directed compassion. We're sending compassion from our expanded highest self to our wounded parts. And we do this by setting the intention to send lots of love from our heart and from our solar plexus to our whole being, to all parts of us and all versions of us, past, present, and future. And there's really no wrong way to do it. Just set the intention that you're sending lots of love to your whole being, and you can't do it wrong. And then you'll want to repeat me the following I'm so sorry phrases that I will speak out loud. And I would like for you to repeat them literally as I say them and also out loud for yourself. All right, so here we go. Bring your attention towards your heart, your solar plexus area, and imagine sending lots of love to all parts and all versions of you. And repeat after me. I'm so sorry making yourself visible is such hard work. I'm so sorry showing yourself to the world has never felt joyful and it never will. I'm so sorry your introversion got in the way. I'm so sorry your sensitivity got in the way. I'm so sorry your perfectionism got in the way. I'm so sorry your self-criticism got in the way. I'm so sorry you now unknowingly use these as an excuse to not having to step up. I'm so sorry you sentenced yourself to a life in hiding. I'm so sorry you're better off as a closet change maker than a visible change maker. I'm so sorry you robbed those you serve from your gifts and your talents. I'm so sorry your dreams never came to fruition because you doubted yourself. Okay, take a nice deep breath. And letting it all go on the out breath. See how you feel. While you let that release from your nervous system, from your cells, your DNA. And let's also do some phrases on taking action. So again, take a nice deep breath, bring your attention towards your heart, your solar plexus, and repeat after me out loud. I'm so sorry you forgot to take action. I'm so sorry they told you it would come to you as a miracle. I'm so sorry it wasn't safe to take action. I'm so sorry it was easier to stay in your comfort zone and wait for it to happen. I'm so sorry it never did, and you feel like a failure. I'm so sorry you thought your dreams and desires could be realized without any effort. I'm so sorry you thought good things were supposed to come easily. I'm so sorry your actions were never soul-aligned actions. I'm so sorry you took them from a place of responsibility and duty. I'm so sorry taking action always meant hard work and struggle, never joy and ease. I'm so sorry you decided that taking action was useless. I'm so sorry you couldn't have what you wanted anyway. I'm so sorry you feel resigned. I'm so sorry you feel sad and defeated. All right, again, nice deep inhale. And letting it all go on the exhale. And again, see how you feel. Anything that you notice, any sensations, any thoughts, images. And again, think about making yourself seen and heard, showing up, taking action. How confident and comfortable do you feel now? Putting yourself out there. What's your 0 to 10 now? Check in and let me know in the comments what your before and after is, anything that came up for you. And in the meantime, I want to let you know that I'll be offering a group call, a group clearing call on the visibility paradox on Thursday, April 8th. And so if visibility, the fear of visibility is a theme for you, if you have fear of making yourself visible, if it's a big struggle for you, I really encourage you to join me. We'll be doing lots and lots of clearings on different angles and different aspects of visibility. So if you feel it in your heart to join, then check the post here in the group, and it's also in the email that I sent out yesterday. So if you're on my mailing list, it should be there, and we'll be posting it more in the group as well. So keep an eye out for that. So yeah, so I want to thank you for watching today and being here with me live or later on maybe. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day and see you again soon.